The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wolverines offense will take the field first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why... their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. The give to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago.
Just steamrolling. Runs over another one. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Michigan State Spartans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on first and 10 from the 26. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Avery. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies now.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've They've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Looking for room at the 25. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. To the air, it's Avery. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it.
Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the outside to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to throw. It's Avery. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Spartans decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Makes a move. Touchdown, Wolverines. Stealing a score on special teams. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a bit.
Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run play action. Gets away from one. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Spartans will call on their punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to... Two-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now staring at a third down. Give to the running back. Inside the 40. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines will go for it here on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. He'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Makes one man miss. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, Smarty. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing, and make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Going to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Fighting off the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's Avery. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And the Spartans in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Avery. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Spartans!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the 1st down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Avery. That's reeled in, it's Barmore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flicks it out of the air. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.